Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Missouri's offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. At the 40, there he goes. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Nice move there. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Picked off.
Pass on second down. Intercepted by Arkansas. And they'll take over first and 10.
All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Nothing but green ahead. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Manning. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. On the move is the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games,
And the ball slipped out. Oh, it looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Yeah.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Handoff to the single running back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Missouri comes up with a first and goal.
3:25.
Try to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14, Arkansas.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The run to the right. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Ran through the contact. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Russell. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block on the offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the first down pretty easily.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
And he had to go a long way to reel that ball in. He started off way on the right, crossed the entire defense, made the catch on the other side of the field. There's an example of how this offense can really attack every corner of the football field.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Horn. Got the back over the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Missouri comes to the line with another first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Quick strike complete. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it on the run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Now they'll try the right side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him.
He tries to take the top off. And he's got it at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
14.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Horn. Quickly complete. Worked its way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Snap in the shotgun. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hill.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Gets it out quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Trying play action. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The ball pops out. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
And it was a good run, right? You had the first down. You knew you had the first down. Now just take care of that football. You see a lot of times those second efforts, fighting for extra yards, and that's when running backs seem to cough it up.
Here, the coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Makes the grab on the left. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Number 18.
Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Manning. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to run it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Trying to slam in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone at an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Gets open down the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go right back to him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. It's 3rd down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
28, Missouri, 21.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Handoff from the shotgun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
That was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
Finds his man. It's Roberts. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the short completion brings up 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. A third and long coming up here. To the air. It's Horn. It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Line getting set on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Power football with the run. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Unleashes to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Tackle is made after the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running.
Running toward the tape. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Across the 25, he's got room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, He's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
You know what's great about rivalry?